Hello, English learners. Welcome back to English Pod. My name is Marco.
And I'm Erika.
Today, we're diving into a question that so many of you have asked us. Why listening to English is so important.
And remember, vocabulary words and definitions awaits you at the end of our podcast. Discovering the power of listening.
Erika, can I tell you something personal? It's about learning English.
Of course, Marco, I'm here to listen. What's troubling you?
To be honest, I'm feeling discouraged lately. I've been studying English for a while, but it still feels difficult. Sometimes I wonder if I'll ever be able to speak fluently.
Marco, I understand exactly how you feel. Learning any language, especially English, can feel overwhelming at times. But let me tell you something important that might change how you see this.
Really? What is it?
Most people think speaking is the key to fluency, but there's something even more fundamental: listening. Listening is your most powerful tool in learning English quickly and naturally.
Listening? You mean just like watching movies or listening to music?
Yes, but it's even deeper than that. Think about how children learn their first language. What's the first thing they do? They listen. Long before they ever speak a word, they spend months just listening, absorbing sounds, words, and rhythms.
That's true. I never thought of learning English in that way.
Exactly. By listening consistently, you naturally improve your pronunciation, vocabulary, and even grammar, all without consciously trying. Your brain simply starts to recognize patterns.
That sounds great. But sometimes I find listening exercises boring. How can I stay interested?
That's the secret. You don't have to force yourself to listen to boring stuff. Choose topics you're genuinely passionate about. Do you enjoy sports? Watch English commentary of your favorite games. Do you like traveling? Try travel podcasts in English. Love cooking? Watch cooking shows or recipe videos in English. The key is to make sure you're actually enjoying it.
You mean if I choose something I truly like, listening will become fun rather than work?
Exactly. English shouldn't feel like a chore. It should be something you look forward to doing. When you enjoy what you're listening to, your language skills improve much faster, almost effortlessly.
I've never thought about learning English that way before. That actually sounds enjoyable.
It really is. And trust me, once you make listening a daily habit, even just 10 or 15 minutes a day, you'll see your progress accelerate. It's one of the most powerful things you can do for your English.
Erika, this conversation is already making me feel more optimistic. Maybe there's hope for me after all.
Of course there is. Just remember, the more you listen, the more naturally you'll speak. Trust yourself. You've got this. Overcoming challenges and building real confidence. Erika, this idea of listening more sounds amazing. But honestly, I get frustrated sometimes. When I listen to English, I don't always understand everything. It makes me feel lost and a little discouraged. Marco, I completely understand. That's a very common feeling among English learners. But let me share something that helped me personally. You don't have to understand every single word immediately.
Really? But how will I improve if I miss so much?
Trust me, it's normal. What really matters is getting the main idea. Think about when you're watching movies in your native language. You don't always catch every word, right? But you still enjoy the story and follow what's happening.
Yeah, that's true. Sometimes I don't catch everything even in my own language, but it doesn't bother me because I still understand.
Exactly. English is just like that. The more you listen, the more your brain naturally fills in the gaps. This is called learning from context.
Learning from context, like guessing the meaning of words from how they're used?
Yes, that's exactly it. Imagine hearing the same new word in different situations, maybe in a movie, a podcast, or conversation. Soon, you start understanding the meaning without needing a dictionary every time.
That makes sense. I did that before with the word procrastinate. At first, I didn't get it, but after hearing it multiple times, I finally understood.
You see? You're already using this strategy without realizing it. That's exactly how listening helps you pick up vocabulary naturally and effortlessly.
But Erica, there's another problem. When native speakers talk, they often speak so fast and use slang words I don't see in my textbooks. It feels intimidating.
I know it can be intimidating at first, but here's the good news. That's the real, authentic English you need. Listening to native speakers helps you understand natural speech patterns, slang, idioms, and expressions you won't learn from a textbook.
How can I start understanding these natural conversations better?
Good question. First, choose different sources: TV shows, podcasts, interviews, and vary the accents and topics. Try not to stress when you don't understand something immediately. Instead, let repetition do the magic.
Repetition? You mean listening to the same thing more than once?
Exactly. Repetition is your friend. Each time you listen, you'll notice something new: a phrase, a word, or even how someone pronounces a word. Gradually, you'll understand more each time.
So it's totally okay to repeat episodes or podcasts.
Not just okay, it's highly recommended. The key is consistency, Marco. Listening regularly, even just for short periods each day, creates strong habits and builds your confidence quickly.
That sounds doable, but sometimes different accents confuse me. British accents, Australian accents. It's like a different language.
I completely relate. It felt that way for me too. But here's the beautiful thing about your brain: it adapts incredibly fast. The more you expose yourself to various accents, the easier it gets. Soon, you'll find yourself effortlessly understanding different accents.
That actually makes me feel relieved. It means it's not just me having trouble.
Absolutely. Remember, every language learner feels this way at first. You're not alone. English is a journey, and listening is your compass.
Thanks, Erica. I feel a lot more confident now. Maybe English isn't as impossible as it seems.
It definitely isn't. Keep listening regularly, enjoy the process, and trust yourself. You're already on the right path, Marco. I believe in you. Practical strategies and motivation for listening.
Okay, Erica, your tips really inspired me, but sometimes when life gets busy, I don't know how to find time. How can I consistently practice listening without making my day even busier?
That's the beauty of listening, Marco. You don't need to set aside extra hours to practice. You can incorporate listening into activities you're already doing, like cooking, cleaning, exercising, or even commuting. Think of it as your new favorite multitasking habit.
Wait, you mean I can just listen while doing everyday tasks?
Exactly. For instance, you love cooking, right? Why not turn on an English cooking show while preparing dinner? You'd enjoy it, and your listening skills would naturally improve.
That's brilliant. I never realized practicing English could fit so easily into my routine. But Erica, there's something else that worries me. Different accents. British, American, Australian. How do I deal with all these different ways of speaking?
Marco, accents can feel intimidating at first. I know. But here's a helpful secret. Start slowly. Choose one accent first. For example, start with British shows or podcasts until your ears become comfortable. Then gradually add others. Your brain will quickly adapt, and soon it won't even feel challenging.
Maybe I'll try some British TV series first. Do you think subtitles would help me, or would that slow my learning down?
Actually, subtitles are your friend. Using them in the beginning is a smart strategy. They help you connect spoken English with written words, and after a while, you'll naturally start relying less on them.
That's good news. I always worried subtitles meant I was cheating or not good enough.
Not at all. Subtitles help bridge the gap until your listening skills improve. Soon, you'll confidently turn them off without even noticing.
Now I understand. It's all about consistency and enjoying what I listen to. Erika, this conversation has been amazing. It feels like you've opened a door for me.
That's exactly right, Marco. Remember, listening consistently, even just 10 to 15 minutes every day, is incredibly powerful. Each day adds up. Before you know it, you'll speak English naturally and confidently. Imagine being able to talk with anyone, anywhere.
That's exactly what I want. English is my goal because I know it'll give me so many opportunities.
Yes, Marco, English isn't just a language. It's the key to understanding the world, making connections, and building your future. Don't give up. Keep listening, keep learning, and soon enough, you'll feel comfortable talking to anyone in English.
I won't forget that. I'm ready to start today. Thanks for giving me hope and practical advice, Erika.
I'm proud of you already, Marco. And remember, everyone listening to us now, English may seem challenging, but every small step counts. Keep listening, keep practicing, and believe in yourself. You've got this. If you enjoyed this conversation and feel inspired to improve your listening skills, don't stop here. Click to watch the next conversation and keep your English growing naturally and confidently. Vocabulary words and definitions.
Skill, something you can do well by practicing. Habit, something you do regularly without thinking. Improve, to become better at something. Boring, not interesting. Naturally, in an easy, relaxed way. Main idea, the most important point or message. Mistake, when something is done incorrectly. Encourage, to give hope or confidence. Challenge, something difficult that you try to overcome. Enjoy, to like doing something. Regularly, often, at usual times.